Today is Sunday, June 28th, 2026. It is very nice out, a little muggy. Heat wave hasn't started yet, so today is in Michigan is Log Cabin Sunday, and we are gonna take a look in here at the Comstock cabin in Owosso, Michigan. These stairs are not very sturdy. They seem sturdy, but they're not. And the floor above is not, so we can't go up there. But we can take a tour of this bottom floor in here, and I will get you all of it. And then we've got the Dewey and Stewart Mill. And these are some of Owosso's founding fathers, A.L. and B.L. Williams. And when people come in, we tell them B.L. Williams. And the young people don't get it, but the older generations do what that means. Here is a map from 1857 of Owosso. And here. This is the guide. I believe that it guided them. I like this little sign. I am old and rickety. Look, but don't touch. Hey, that might be my motto in a year or two. And I believe almost all of this stuff in here in the Comstock cabin was donated by people who had antiques. Look at this. That is so cool. And you see the leaves and stuff. This was just cleaned up. Can you imagine washing your clothes like this every day? Well, did they wash every day? I don't know. Here's some more. I think this is the warmer, like you would cook over there and maybe take it off, put it over here to warm. We got a really old trunk. I'm trying to stay on the signs a little bit longer. Amos Gould, if you're from Owosso, we have a Gould Street named after him. He was a judge, prosecuting attorney, senator, banker, railroad pioneer, explorer, timber baron, and the first mayor of Owosso. And this piece right here is to tighten the bed. And here's the bed. Sorry about that. We had the first visitors of the day. But this is to tighten the bed here. Let me see if I can show you. Like, look. See, and there's the ropes. We've got... To me, that would be a watering pot, like you'd put water in from the river to drink out of. I'll come back to the table. You know, nursery. Okay. Don't think they would have had those shoes, but maybe I'm wrong. That's pretty, that comforter. That is pretty. We've got a clock. We've got a mirror. Hey, everybody. I want to point up to the track lighting that was put in probably 8 years ago, maybe 10. We've got a rocking chair, like the wife would have been doing her needlepoint or sewing. Got another trunk. Because think about it. Today, when we go places, we take a bag or a suitcase. They had to take trunks. So it was a lot of work. We've got I would say this more of a pew bench because he was a minister, I believe. That pot is new. We don't know where that came from. And we've got some, like, I would say, cooking utensils. I was little, my parents had one of these for power outages. coffee grinder. Use that for the shoe. As I said, look at the spiders and the flies, and they just cleaned this. Like one gets in, it's very stuffy. This, pardon my Stanley Cup, that's new. I am here today till 5, so there's a book on the cabin. It looks like they've got some hornet and wasp, but I haven't seen any spray. These chairs are gorgeous. Here's another trunk. This is Judge Comstock, who lived in the cabin, and you can see here how they found the cabin. I always thought it was Shell, but it was Standard Oil. And that's Judge and Lucy Comstock, and then here's Judge Comstock sitting outside his cabin later in life. And then this is, I think, the contract for them to come here. They don't use these blue signs anymore, so I don't know why they're still here, but these are for the Moonlight Market that are on Thursdays. I don't know if it's open every Thursday, but it will be open for, I believe, for the big one. This cabinet, not the stuff inside, actually belong to Judge Comstock. Here, I'll find it. I believe it was a niece that had it. And then eventually they're like, no, it should come back here. They've got the spinning wheel. I don't know what that part of it's called. Like if it's just part of the spinning wheel, if it has its own name, but this. I'm gonna back up. How well can I get it? There you go. That is cool. We have a fan to blow air because of the movement. You don't get a lot of air if you're working in here. And they're trying to have it open more, so if you want to volunteer, call Kerwood Castle. They are open Tuesday through Sunday from 1 to 5. Or you can call and leave a message and ask for Denise. We love volunteers to open as often as we can. And here is the table. And we ask that you please not sit on the chairs if you come in there. But look at this. See, they would have another light here. Kids probably had a light to take upstairs if it was dark. So if you're interested in volunteering or learning more about Judge Comstock or even Amos School, call Kerwood Castle and ask for Denise. She knows her Owosso history.